Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Newsgram. Well, congratulations. You have just been promoted. You didn't realize it, but you've been doing such a good job that we're going to go ahead and promote you to the head of human resources. And your first job is going to be to recruit some new employees. Because, well, we have a lot of work to do around here. And as you know, we encourage diversity in all forms. So, before we get started, we're going to have a conversation about bias.
My experience has been that people tend to recruit in their own image. People that have the same values as them, that look like them as well. And
with that comes an inherent bias. It's natural and it's just a part of who we are.
And it's how you influence people to look outside of that and bring people in with different perspectives.
Patrick Ricketts, who you just heard, along with Kanthi wrote a new book called Bias Impacts, and the goal of the book is to help current and future leaders discover new routes to future success. Being biased is something that we were all born with. You and I were born in different places. We live in different communities, and we grew up having different experiences. And our brains use that information to help us make decisions and to form opinions. And Kanthi says it's pretty normal.
It's a filtering mechanism. It's something that protects us in a way. It's just, our brain is receiving hundreds and thousands of bits of information by the second. So the only way we can survive as humans is to just keep filtering things constantly.
As seasoned executives and business coaches, Kanthi and Patrick Ricketts put this resource together to help professionals understand what's going on inside their head so they can be more inclusive and less biased.
It's a brain function. So if you're human, you have biases. So understanding that in the context of diversity, equity, and inclusion is essential as a leader of any organization, or indeed as a parent or somebody in the community.
Did you get that last part? Their book is not just for employers, but also for regular people in a community. Knowing how and why we choose to do the things that we do is important.
It's about self-awareness. It's very much about getting insights into how we show up. And as part of the book, in chapter 4, we talk a lot about understanding the sort of biases we may have. And to support this book, we've also run workshops to get people to give them insights into their personal behavior as a leader so that it holds the mirror up to their biases.
Reading a book at home alone is a safe place to think about these things. So they offer some reflective questions in the book that give you a chance to consider situations in a different light. And they also suggest actions that may help shift behaviors or better understand the perspective of others.
And what we found with people that have read the book and have given us some feedback is their astoundedness at what they've actually found in terms of our real life experiences. And that's affected them in quite a profound way, and they want to know more.
As a society, we have come a long way, but Kanthi says our modern workplace environment, it's far from ideal.
Many a time I've heard people say, we dealt with all of that. We are a diverse organization. But when you start to split companies up, so people are being more isolated, they're working remotely, they're not engaging with the wider group. We're social beings as humans. We want to be part of something. And when all the remote and non-remote activity happens is that it sort of makes it people work in silos more. So the bias becomes even more entrenched.
In the course of writing the book, Kanthi and Patrick learned a few things about themselves in the process.
Well, we went on our own journey as well. We discovered our own strengths and weaknesses as we travelled along. And one of the things that I've discovered since we've written the book, I've been quite nervous about sharing it, simply because it's personal, it's my lived experiences. And I've spent a lifetime and a successful career pretending that it didn't matter. It was all okay because I didn't want to stick my head above the parapet.
Actually, it was how much, what I realised is how much I'd actually been bottling up. How much I hadn't shared with family members, just didn't talk about it. And how that's impacted on me in writing that book. So there've been some really big, serious, heavy reflections I've discovered things about myself. My wife has discovered things about me and my experiences that I never shared. And to a certain extent, it's been quite liberating.
So there you have it, a great tool for self-discovery and some simple common sense concepts that are fundamental to leading effectively in today's workplace.
Businesses are missing a trick because you need diversity, you need equity, you need people to feel part of something in order to generate motivation and make highly performing businesses.
I should also point out here that Bias Impacts is not just a guide to help leaders learn how to be more inclusive and less biased. It's designed to help them lead through change and to get positive results. It's about taking intentional action to manage differently. And one way to do that is to embrace our differences.
Embrace that difference and see the benefits it can bring to them as, for themselves socially, but also the benefit it brings to their business in terms of growth and integration into the communities in which they work.
Okay, so having heard all that, how do you feel about your new role as the hiring manager for Newsgram Incorporated? Are you ready to examine issues created by unconscious bias? Are you ready to explore the role of an empathic leader or to discuss internal cultures and ways to manage uncertainty? It's a big job. I think you're up to the task, though. All you need to do to get started is to grab a copy of the book Bias Impacts, How Culture and Diversity Affects the Leadership Journey by Kanthi Ford and Patrick Ricketts. It's available now online at all the usual places, and we put a link to Amazon for you right there in the show's description. And that will do it for this edition of Newsgram from webtalkradio.com.